Have you ever wondered what ignited the fire of World War I, the first global conflict that changed the course of history? The spark that set the world ablaze was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary. This earth-shattering event occurred in the summer of 1914 when a Serbian nationalist took the life of the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne. This single act of violence sparked a series of diplomatic crises that spiraled rapidly into war. In one corner we had the Central Powers, which included Germany, Austria-Hungary and the Ottoman Empire. On the other side, the Allies comprised of France, Britain, Russia, Italy, Japan and eventually the United States. These major players took their places on this grand and grisly stage, each with their own interests and alliances, each contributing to the growing tension that would soon explode into conflict. And thus, the stage was set for a conflict that would span 4 long years and affect countless lives. So, how did this monumental conflict unfold? Let's begin with the invasion of Belgium. Germany, in its pursuit to swiftly knock France out of the war, implemented the Schlieffen Plan. This strategy required them to march through neutral Belgium to avoid France's heavily fortified eastern border. The Belgians, however, didn't take this invasion lying down and put up a fierce resistance, slowing down the German advance. This delay allowed the French and their British allies to regroup and launch a counterattack, leading to the pivotal Battle of the Marne. Here, in early September of 1914, the Allied forces managed to halt the German advance and push them back, effectively foiling the Schlieffen Plan. Following the Battle of the Marne, both sides tried to outflank each other in a strategic move known as the Race to the Sea. This resulted in a stalemate, with both sides digging in and establishing an intricate network of trenches stretching from the English Channel to the Swiss border. As the war dragged on into 1916, it saw 2 of the bloodiest battles in human history, Verdun and the Somme. At Verdun, the French and Germans engaged in a brutal 10-month-long battle, resulting in over 300,000 casualties on each side. Meanwhile, the Battle of the Somme saw over 1 million casualties, making it one of the deadliest battles ever fought. The following year, in 1917, the United States joined the war on the side of the Allies, marking a significant turning point. With fresh troops and resources, the Allies were able to withstand the final German offensive in the spring of 1918. This was followed by a successful Allied counteroffensive, which pushed the German forces back. By November of 1918, the Central Powers were in retreat, and an armistice was signed, effectively ending the fighting on the Western Front. In the end, the Allies emerged victorious, but the cost was immense. What were the repercussions of this devastating global conflict? The aftermath of World War I was felt deeply and widely. Millions of lives were lost, a stark reminder of the true cost of war. Empires crumbled, collapsing under the weight of the conflict, and the world map was redrawn with new borders. Socio-political changes swept across nations. Some saw the rise of new ideologies, while others grappled with the loss of old systems. The war's end was marked by the signing of the Treaty of Versailles. But instead of ushering in an era of lasting peace, it planted the seeds for future conflicts. The treaty was viewed by many as a punitive and unfair settlement, particularly by those on the losing side. This discontent would eventually lead to another global conflict, just 2 decades later. World War I was a testament to the destructive power of warfare, the resilience of humanity, and the inevitability of change.